What's up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard to Trading Live with Bubba on Thursday, the 19th. And what's going on is we nailed yesterday's information, but of course today the markets are flying higher. Again, I don't understand why we're seeing such a big rally here, but I would assume a little bit of short covering, a little bit of a squeeze, and we'll see how it plays out. It would not surprise me at all if the highs are in for the day and we end up giving up most of these gains. But again, we'll see. We don't make predictions. In the meantime, not much going on in our ability to day trade, as has been pretty much the typical action. But if we go back and check the trades that we made on Tuesday, the Apple trade is a nice little bit of a winner. We sold the put spreads in Apple. We're profitable in the call spreads in Amazon. We are, let me just scroll down here. We are very profitable in the IBM trade if you made it. Meta is a loser at the moment. And I think that is it. Those are the trades we made the other day. So pretty good results, pretty good working. And we'll see. In the meantime, right now, again, there isn't a lot to do from a blow-off standpoint. So we'll continue to look here. And anybody watched the webinar yesterday, the summit, the Tradier Summit? And let's go to our main screen and check it out. And let's go to Apple. Okay, so Apple did come right off. Now, interestingly enough, we're getting a little bit overbought in Apple now. So we went from oversold. We're making money on that trade. So you have a choice now. You can leave it alone. You can take the profit. Or what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it right now, is I'm going to turn it into an iron condor, a very wide iron condor, and I'm going to go ahead and sell the call spread now and Apple. And let me just get myself set up here. And let's see. We're going to sell the call spread. We'll sell the 230, 250. Make it a nice iron condor and go ahead and sell that. Okay, that's done. All right, and then of course we look at Amazon. Still just hovering right there. We're still making money, which is fine. Obviously very close, but we are short the 190, 190, 250. Coin, really not much. Still in the same, even though it's up sharply today, $8. But again, in the overall big picture, very lackadaisical. Crowd up in that overbought territory. I would not have a problem for selling either for tomorrow or for next week. That is kind of a decision that you get to make. I'm going to sell it for tomorrow. Okay, and then if it doesn't work, I'm going to sell it again for next week as long as the conditions remain the same. The 280, 250, 285 for $1. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take it. I'm going to work it, put it in. Okay. And Meta, which is a loser. And again, this is one that you can sell again for next week. Add on or pass. I am going to go ahead and sell it for next week. I'm already at this week and it's a little bit again, so I'm not going to add to this one. So I'll just create a new position and let's see here. Sell the what's the 565, 570? Yeah, the 575, 565, 570 for $2. You take that chance on that right there. That'll work out. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I got a little error message here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we are seeing some stretch. Google, nothing to do, kind of hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Let's just go back here and see if anything is going on that we're missing. No, not really. Okay, Euro currency is certainly a potential. This would be a little bit higher risk than we would normally like to take, but I'm not actually, the risk is not that great. The trade is not as great as I'd like, but I'm going to look at it and see what it looks like. Our stop would be at 111.83, 111.83. So it's probably, we'll take a chance with it here. It looks pretty weak anyways, but again, it's purely the pattern of the blow off. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But again, it looks like it'll be a sale. We'll see. We don't have an answer yet. We got to wait another 20 seconds. So let's see what happens. And it looks like it's going to be a go. And you can go ahead, if you do trade with me, you can go ahead and sell it. Okay, stop at 83, 111.83. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, and let's see if there's anything else before we move back. No, okay. And if we look at IWM, India Whiskey Michael. Okay. Again, pretty much overbought. Certainly one to look at. You could actually look to sell that one for today, which I would not have a problem with. Let's see what it looks like price-wise. IWM. Trading at 222. So if we look at the two, let's see what it looks like for today. I'm going to go ahead and sell for today for 37 cents, the 223, 224. Okay. And see what happens. Okay. Again, it's overbought. I'm willing to take a chance. And I think the markets are overbought. Moderna continues to sit and not really much for us to do. Microsoft, again, very oversold, continues to be oversold. So I'm going to go and look at Microsoft. And where we got it over three. We can't really get enough premium for this week. Let's take a look at it for next week. Let's see. 440, 445. I'm going to take a chance with this at $2. Okay. On Microsoft. And let's go back to our board here. Nugget, just kind of hovering, not much going on there. NVIDIA, right at the mean, not a lot going on. Let's go back and take a look at what's going on live with our trade. Our trade is a little bit profitable now. Nothing to write home about, but it is a little bit profitable. And we really have not a lot else to look at. It's just very quiet, which is fairly frustrating when you're looking at these quiet little positions, but it is what it is. Okay, and that we cannot worry about. We can only trade what the market is giving us. Okay, so we're not going to do much right now. We'll wait, but our trade right now is a little bit of a winner. Okay, again, we're going to let it trade for a little bit. The Qs, Quebec, and pretty much they're oversold as well. And certainly I'm going to go ahead and look to sell for today. I'm assuming that they've made the highs for the day. Again, it doesn't mean I'm right. Okay, let's see what's the 484, 485, 40 cents. Yeah, I could take that chance. Okay. Okay, and that's done. And let's see what else we got going on here. This Square Dance, Sierra Quebec. Look at that. We sold it last week. It popped all the way back up. Now would be a spot to sell it. SPY, pretty much overbought as well. Let's take a look at this. SPY, SPY, and 570. 571, 572 at 35 cents. A little skinny, but we'll take a shot with it. See what happens. Okay. And let's see here. Tesla, very much overbought. I think we did, didn't we? I think we did this one the other day too. Hold on. I thought I did that. Hold on. Maybe I didn't do it. Oh yeah, I did do that. That is a small loser at the minute. So we'll let this one trade out before we add to it. Okay, it's still right. It's right at our area. So let's see what that happens there. And win continues to go higher. Again, this would be one to look at, but I've got enough on now. I don't need to keep adding. Considering the slow conditions, XPI would be one to look at. But again, I'm not going to get carried away here in these slow conditions. Let's go back to our board here. And of course, the euro currency is a small winner at the moment. Nothing great, nothing that we can't really make any adjustment unless we just close it and take the profit, which I'm not ready to do yet. So you can look at that, but we'll watch that for a minute. And I don't see much else going on. Well, crude looks like it might be coming into a little bit of a trade here. So we'll be ready for this. Okay, so let's go take a look at crude. We know it's going to qualify. So let's see what happens. And our stop as it sits right now would be 71.47. 71.47 would be our stop at the moment, but we don't have a trade yet. So we'll continue to watch. Certainly, your euro currency is a little bit of a winner. Again, it's not much. There's nothing I can really do with it yet. I have to wait for it to come down a bit further to go to break even. But it is, we could certainly just close it for a profit, but I can't put a stop in here at break even because I would just be basically giving up. So if I'm going to do that, I might as well just close it. Crude looks like it's going to be a trade with a stop at, what did I say, 71.47. 71.49. 71.49. We want to sell it at 84 or below, 70.84 or below. And it's a trade if you want to take it. And 71.49 is the stop. Okay. And okay, in the euro currency, we have a very small profit. Go ahead and close that trade. I'm not going to sit with it. It should have moved a little bit faster than it did. Go ahead and close it for a small profit, 1 or 2 ticks, depending on exactly where you got in. I don't know where everybody exactly got in, so I can't answer that question. But certainly I will be happy to just take the little bit of profit, and I might be able to get a cup of coffee at a gas station, but we'll take that off. Our crude trade is slightly profitable, nothing dramatic. Again, we're not getting much movement here, which is always kind of, sucks. Okay. But we just have to be patient and wait. And so that's what we're doing. So we're in the crude trade, which is a profitable of 5 or 6 ticks. It looks like you're going to get one off here, which should then give you to go to break even as an overall stop, but lock in about 15 ticks or so. Again, it's popping back up again. So we're still profitable, but we haven't been able to get one off yet to lock it up. So, but nicely, we took off the euro currency, which was good because it is going against us right now if we were still in. Okay. On our crude, I was just going to go to break even. It doesn't matter. We'd be out right now. So it doesn't matter. Okay. A little bit of a pop. All right. And most of the new trades I called out filled, which is cool. Okay, we'll see how cool it is later, but right now we're in good shape. And now the crude's a little bit against us. All right, let's see what happens. Get a little run on the market here, so let's see. And not much for us to do. The crude trade's a little bit of a loser right now. Hold on here. Let's see what's going on. Not much. Again, it's pretty quiet for such a big move. But again, this is the market we got. We don't get any choice onto what it's going to do. So we have to trade within the circle we have. And right now, again, we're just hovering. The crude is at the moment a little bit of a small loser. And again, there's not much going on. So it's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Not much excitement. Okay, so we're sitting here right now. Got a little bit of a loss in the crude, but we're still in the trade. Nothing else much going on. As much as I'd like there to be, but I don't have anything to share with you here at the moment. Other than what we already put on, and we've loaded up pretty good. Maybe a little bit too much for the overall conditions, but we'll see what happens here. And we're down about 16, 17 ticks on the crude trade at the moment. But again, we still have room, which is why we use the stops the way we use them. And again, we sold today call spreads in the Qs, in the SPY, in Meta for next week, Microsoft. We sold a call spread in Apple, turning that into an iron condor, crowd. Okay, so we put on a lot of stuff, some for tomorrow, some for today, and some for next week. So we'll see how it all plays out. In the meantime, our crude is just sitting here, and unfortunately, it's not giving us enough of an oomph to add to it, looking for it to pull back. So once again, we just sit here and, again, you got to be patient and wait. You've got your protection, you know your stop set. And that's all you can really do as you sit here right now. And unfortunately, my time is coming to an end. So just manage that trade. You know where the stop is. You know where you're going to get out. And if I were looking, I would not be in a hurry to grab break even because we've been in too long. I would certainly look to see if it'll come back down for you. And unfortunately, I can't finish managing the trade with you. But you do have your stop in place, and I'll see you back here on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks so much. We'll see you later.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.